Hey, Grow Gang. So, Stella and I went to see our brother at the VA in Boston on Sunday, and if you'll notice, we've been a little quiet since then. Um, on Thursday, he had been well enough. They had actually been able to, he had actually been able to use his trunk to sit up on the edge of the bed. He had sent his love. He was doing well. Thursday, he got transferred to the VA. And I don't know why this didn't click right away, but overnight, Thursday into Friday, the city had another bleed. Okay. Now, okay. So my brother is my brother by choice, not by blood. He has always maintained he's had a very abusive and controversy-filled relationship with his bio mom. I never talked to her until while he was in Yale. I called her and told her that, hey, he wants to try and reconcile with you. Almost the first words out of her mouth when I called to tell her was she wanted to defend herself against anything I had ever heard and call her son a liar while he was in the hospital. So he came, and because she was able to be at Yale with him while I've been dealing with foreclosure and DCF and work and everything else, while she's been able to be at Yale with him, he was like, okay, yeah, let her make the medical decisions. So, anytime someone of our chosen family talks to her, the first thing she does is call him a liar and, oh, I don't know what you've heard about me, blah, 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 whatever. So, she was his medical proxy while he was in Yale. And when he transferred to the VA, Stella was listed as his main caregiver because she was the one who worked her contacts from her previous employment to get him in there. So on Friday, we were told that, he's critically stable in the ICU. Okay. And for some reason, it didn't connect, that he was still, I knew he was intubated on Friday. So when we got there on Sunday, he wasn't conscious. He was completely sedated. He was intubated. It was like walking into, oh my God. So the nurse then got confused about who we were and all of a sudden couldn't find the paperwork for them to talk to us after he transferred with Biomom. So Stella and I did the only thing we could do and warned his nurse that this was the woman who stole his deployment money and who he has always said has beaten him with 2x4s and lead pipes. Who all of a sudden is back. And there's nothing else we can do. So my housewife went up yesterday after work, didn't run into Biomom, said that he actually was able to open his eyes and see her, so that was good. But at this point, we're praying that they can get him off the ventilator and that they can get a lawyer in there so he can make his wishes known. We also want to point out that, hey, guess what? Well, you were incapacitated. We were completely cut off. They're not even allowed to talk to us anymore. And I know that he's going to have an issue with that. So we're just trying to hang in there for that. My foreclosure sign is still on my front lawn, but it is being handled. I don't want to talk about what it's costing me emotionally to handle it. But we're going to be here for a year, and then the plan is to buy some land and to start a family compound / glamp ground, with the money we get from taking the extra year to fix up the house. So fingers crossed. What else is going on? You know, we're so low priority now that DCF texted me this morning like, hey, we should I have to see you again before I close your file. And of course, this week is spring break, so the kids are nothing is normal. And so I was like, next week. And she's like, oh, yeah, no problem. So there's that at least, thankfully. I am very, very grateful. Like, it's just been. And unfortunately, with the changes to funding for a lot of things, my ex and I have decided that my oldest, who's severely intellectually disabled, she's going to go live in Canada with her dad. She's 14. She'll be 18 before too long. She mostly gets vocational services now. She can learn that up there. It's a smaller town, and there's frankly more. She needs to be an only child. She's always required a great deal of intensive parenting. Unfortunately, so do my other two. And she goes out of her way to cause trouble for everyone in the household. And like when she's upset, she'll just like hang out outside her brother's room and then punch him in the face. This is really complicated, and I don't even know where to start with it all. But so that's the daily damage report. Stella is on her way over in a little bit, and we're gonna film a little bit more content. I'm just hanging in there. Thanks for growing with me, guys. Today is a day that growth is painful, but that's okay. Not every day is easy.